Today on the channel from the Marvel Legends What If Wave, we've got T'Challa as Star-Lord, and we've got Heist Nebula. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review on the channel here today. And today, we've got from the What If line, we've got Nebula, we've got T'Challa, and we've got a lot of fun. But remember, for all your Marvel Legends needs and a whole lot more, hit up Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description below. So we're going to start this off with Nebula, and we're going to start this video like all the other videos on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. So let's look at Nebula first in the package here. Part of the What If line. And you see that purple background, you know we're dealing with the What If line. And she looks like a lot like Smurfette in this packaging here. I just realized this looking into the package. That blonde hair, that blue skin. This is Smurfette. She's all grown up and she's ready to take on the world in the What If series. There you go. But we are a part of the Build-A-Figure Watcher, and at the end of the week, we're going to build that Watcher, and we'll rank this entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. You'll want to see the breakout of that. But you got the What If logo at the top, you got her name, all that fun stuff, Watcher, Build-A-Figure, glamour shot on the side, looking only like she could look. Looking only like she could look once again. Definitely a different look for Nebula. We're used to that bald head, UPCs, warnings. Warnings down below. We got the Watcher cross-sell. Like I said, we'll build that at the end of the week. We got the blurb. We got the glamour shots. You got the Marvel Legends logo at the very top. So let's see what it says about old Nebula. Heist Nebula, that is. Tech savvy and brave. Nebula is an intergalactic opportunist who is ready for adventure, and with her undying love of young Papa Smurf. There it is. You got that background, a little city background there in the purple. I like that every background is purple, but has a different background theme to it, which is pretty cool. See you later up high. There it goes. Oh, here's a big body going on. Very interesting here. Oh my gosh, we're falling apart. Who cares? Plastic prison. See you later. So more pieces of the Watcher here. All kinds of pieces. See you later. So we got like a torso, head. Oh, this is another robe. Lots of pieces to this Watcher. He's going to be an interesting Build-A-Figure. I hope he goes together okay. We'll see. You never know how those things are going to go. Looking at Nebula, looking only like Nebula could look if she was doing Heist and in the What If Disney series is what she looks like. There she is in the plastic prison. And you got extra hands. You got a gun, of course. And is this Kate part of the Watcher too? I think it is. Yeah, it is. She's being the small female figure. She gets a lot of these heavy-duty pieces put with her because of the packaging size, which makes sense. There you go. I get these hands out. There they are, and there it is. See you later. Goodbye. All right, two hands. We got a fisted hand. We got a gun hand. She's got a gun hand and an open hand. We got all the hands you could need for Nebula here. You guys know I love a good fisted hand, so we're going to put that to the side. We're getting down to our weapon here, a very interesting ray gun. I don't think we've seen this gun in the past in the Marvel Legends line, so I think we got all new. It is one solid piece of color, almost a brownish color is what it seems like to me. Yeah, brownish. Decent enough. It's, you know, it's some futuristic alien space weapon is what it is. And I do like that she has a holster here, and it fits perfectly in the holster. I feel like I'm dealing with G.I. Joe classified figures. They just fit right together. Everything can be stored on her. Now we get down to the brass tacks, what she looks like and what we feel about this. First thing is we got that floating waist belt on her, and it's kind of annoying as it does move around. I wish it was a little tighter to her, but it is nice because you can have more articulation with her with a movable belt, where if it was stuck in place, you'd be limited on some of your articulation. But with this, you can move it up, down, all around, all kinds of stuff like that. Like I said, she just definitely looks like a grown-up Smurf is what she looks like. She looks like Smurfette to me. But I might have her get ready to hold the trigger on her gun, just ready to reach for it like an old Texas outlaw, like a young Waylon Jennings maybe. But she's got that blue skin that you can't miss, especially against that blonde hair. No painted perfections on this one. I love the purple outfit. Purple and blue and blonde I wouldn't think go together, but here we are. I guess I just don't know my color patterns very well, but that does go together very well. Then the brownish color boots and the gun really brings it all together. A very fashionable piece, if you had to ask me. No double jointed elbows on this one, but double jointed knees are here. Very skinny, thin figure, as custom a Nebula female figure to be. Fits perfectly on a ringside collectible stand. I say it all the time. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands. Discount code Kyle saves 10% at ringsidecollectibles.com. But not too shabby. Not a big figure, not a lot to it, but it looks all right. I don't know if this is going to be my total favorite one, and I think probably if I had to rank the What If series of episodes, this episode was probably my least favorite, and I'd have to do the math again, but I wasn't overly impressed with the T'Challa storyline. But Nebula was all right. It's just not the Nebula I'm used to, and that's part of the fun of What If. I was a kid that grew up reading the What If comic book. I always looked forward to the What If. Every once in a while I'd skip it when it was characters I really wasn't into or didn't know about, but more times than not, I did pick up the What If out there and always thought, oh man, what if they continued that storyline? So it's interesting to get some of these storylines on the big screen, and I'm not sure if What If has been renewed for a second season. Actually, I think it has, if I remember right. But we'll see what lays in wait for us in Season 2. So there it is. But there's Nebula. Not a ton to talk about there. It is kind of is what it is, but that's Nebula. Now we move on to Star-Lord T'Challa. An interesting take. Obviously, Star-Lord T'Challa being Black Panther. What if he would have went down a different road and became Star-Lord, and the rest was What If history. But let's look at the packaging first on T'Challa. There he is. You got that big baby head in there. Every time I see that, it looks like it's just a baby's head. You got the extra set of heads in there, the extra head, I should say, and then you got the two Star-Lord-esque guns. I believe we've seen those guns in the past. Marvel Legends logo, Marvel Legends, warnings, all kinds of fun stuff. What If T'Challa Star-Lord. Glamour shot on the side, same glamour shot on the other side. Got that What If logo on the top, warnings, UPCs. Then you get to the back, and that's where the magic happens. We got the Marvel Legends logo. We got a glamour shot. We got a blurb. We got the cross-sell with the Watcher. We'll build him at the end of the week. And then you got a bunch of foreign languages down at the bottom. So let's crack him open. Let's see what's up with this old Watcher here. Let's see what's doing. We got that purple background we're used to, but it's like a lonely, barren landscape is what that is back there. But see you later. Off to the side. There it goes. Plastic prison. Looking only like a plastic prison could look. Got weapons, got a heads. A lot going on in here. Pull these weapons out. Head. There it goes. And see you later. There it is. Watcher's head, very creepy, like an old man baby. That's what it looks like to me. So we'll put him out there. See where we go. Then you get to T'Challa, get the heads. Now, these Star-Lord era guns, era guns, they look like Star-Lord, but I love the attention to detail here. They didn't have to paint these a different color, but they did. They painted them purple and gold to match T'Challa, so I do like that attention to detail here. Besides that, space-type guns. Never been my favorite incarnation of a gun from the Marvel Legends team, but it fits. It helps bring home that Star-Lord feeling for this T'Challa. So there you go right there. Then we get this head. I didn't even realize this either till I'm looking at it. So you get that Star-Lord-esque head. The purple eyes really set it off. But then like the mohawk coming out of the helmet, that is a nice touch, that the hair there. I didn't notice that. I thought that was his part, but no, that is actually hair to give it a little different from a Star-Lord typical head. Because they could have very easily just rent the regular Star-Lord masked head there. Instead, they gave it its own little twist for T'Challa. So I think that is pretty cool. Then you get down to T'Challa, and I gotta say this one, first impressions, looks the most cartoony of the bunch. They all have a little bit of that cartoony face to it, as they should. They're based on a cartoon on Disney+. But this one seems overly cartoony in the face, head sculpt, whatever we want to call it. It's just got that cartoony gloss to it a little bit. But then you get down to the hands. The hands look like regular human hands. So it's really, it takes me back and forth. It almost looks like he's got old man hands going on and then like a very young cartoony face. Just kind of interesting where that sits. But then you got the purple and gold trim against the gray. Really good colors here. Almost looks like he'd be in a Star Trek episode or something like that. So a lot of good colors. A skinnier figure, a little more top heavy than bottom heavy. He needs to hit leg day a little bit more. Double jointed knees, double jointed elbows on this one. Bicep, thigh swivel, waist articulation. No diaphragm cut. Nope, none of that going on. Head obviously turns all the way every direction you want it to go and is removable. So there is some of that going on. He's got a little bit of movement in the head too. You can move it around. You can get a little funky if you want to have him dancing around. I wish there was a way to store the weapons on him on like holsters or something, but I don't think he had that in the series, so that wouldn't make a lot of sense. How hard is the head to switch? Doesn't seem to be that hard at all. Pops right off, pops right on. Not sure how I'm going to display him. I'm leaning towards going with this with the mohawk. I'm just not sold on this face. It just doesn't do a lot for me. It's just overly cartoony, like I said. This looks a lot better, and I love the Mr. T-esque mohawk going on. You know me, I'm a child of the 80s. I'm a guy that loves a good mohawk. Legion of Doom, I could go on. I might add that to my list. Big figures, muscles, mass, face paint, mohawks. I might put that in there. We'll see. But very cool. Like I said, no extra hands with this one, so he doesn't have fisted hands. He really can't if he doesn't, because he needs to be able to hold his weapons. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? He fits like a glove. So I say it all the time, discount code Kyle, ringsidecollectibles.com. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands. So there you go. But T'Challa, Nebula, I'm going to tell you a little spoiler. They're not going to be my #1 favorites in this set when we rank them, but we'll see where they fare. They're okay. They're about what I assumed they would be. We'll put it at that. But what do you think about these two? Did you pick these up? You playing the long game? You pass on these? Did you like this episode? This episode was really hyped up, but it didn't really do a whole lot for me. Maybe I'm just weird out there, but you guys can let me know in the comments. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. You want to see us build this watcher. You want to see the ranking. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Of course, follow me on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. So there it is for another What If episode. We got T'Challa, we got Nebula, and you got Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.